All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders, great millstone, who teach very well, who I let this truth from, and salutation out there to the hopeful elect, who continue to push this word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And also, shalom to all the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And today, just basically getting on, Esau got a lot to pay for, man, because a simple apology is not going to resolve the problems that you have with Yasharala. First off, the problems that you have with Yahweh Shema Shah, Esau, because you have a big tab to pay for. Not only did you destroy the earth, you know, you killed the animals, the ecosystem is out of whack because you in power. On top of all that, you touched the apple of the Most High's eye. And you think the Lord is just going to sit back and let you get away scot free? No. You have a tab to pay for, man. And it's evident that you the devil that the Bible speaks of for years and for centuries and decades. This guy, he's been hiding under the banner of the so-called white man or the so-called European, but it's now being revealed, like it says in Second Thessalonians 2 and in verse 8. Now is the wicked is being revealed, whom the Lord shall consume the spirit of his mouth, man. It's revealed who are the Edomites that the Bible speaks of, but also it is revealed who must go into slavery, man. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and start off right here in the book of Revelations 18 in verse 5. It says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. Yes, man. And I got 10 things of the iniquities of Esau. And I can just read it off quick. It's very well known what this devil do. And this is the 10 worst events that happened to quote unquote so called black people. And it's just not black people, it's really the nation of Israel as a whole, man. Even though Judah might get the harder brunt on it, don't think that the Israel, Issachar, now Tally, Asher, don't think they're not going through it either, man. Because it's still plants and things like that. What's the word I'm looking for? Mining fields that the northern tribe is still having to work on since they was 12 years old. It's plenty of documentaries of 15, 16-year-olds having to get certain arms and certain members of their body to get amputated because they was working hard for the so-called white man. You think the Lord is just going to sit back and let those things continue as they are? No. Like it says, the Lord, He remembered your iniquities. He remembered your tab. These people on the planet Earth might forget. Moab might not care. Ishmael might forget. A nigga like Lil Boosie, man. You know, who's living it up in this society, he might forget what happened to his ancestors, but the Lord have left a remnant who will always remember, man. Let's go ahead and read this a little bit of this article. It says, since the existence of man, the worst things have always happened to the Israelites. I ain't gonna say that, but it always happened to the Israelites. And he spoke on that. I think it's like Daniel, the seventh chapter. Nothing that was done under the sun that hadn't been done unto the nation of Israel, because Jake been through it. It says, and no, I am not talking about black Republicans or Flavor Flav. Because even, yeah, you might see Jake that's doing well, guys like Jay-Z and Drake, J. Cole, and different guys like LeBron James, they might be doing well, but Israel as a whole is still in a lower state, man. You know? It says Israelites have preserved through persevered through countless years of slavery, racism, and the crack epidemic. What possibly could be the worst event that the Israelites have experienced? The following 10 events will outline the worst events that happened to the Israelites in history. Number one, it says colonization, the scramble for Africa. So basically, even though that's not our homeland, Esau took us from there, the western coast of Africa, over here to America to serve our slavery, which is written about in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, the 68th verse. But even in today, do you know it's a lot of mining fields that's out there in Africa that they have Jake out there mining gold and stones? The crown That's on the Queen of England, well, a prince, a late frat over there that got Charles, the crown that he got, do you know that was mine by Jake? Continuing on, slavery, imposing of religion, imposition of religion, because they pushed certain religions upon you, whether it was Christianity, the so-called white meat, and guess what? Through the spirit, we're going to push our way of life upon you, man. It's going to be a point in the kingdom how they made us on this side, how they made us go to church every Sunday and worship white power. In the kingdom, it's going to be reversed, man. We're going to make and force you worship Yahweh Shai, man. And if you don't, it's going to be lashes. And if something wrong with that, why the same people, why the Lord make them do that back then, man? He made them do that back then. So once we do it in the future, it'll be a sense of relief. It'll be a sense of recompense. It'll be a sense of vengeance, man. You know? Continuing on. Institutionalized racism, the AIDS epidemic, and these things that we know that go on, even to the day. The color line, you know, even he'll put Jake against Jake. Whether you be light skinned or dark skinned, you still a nigga to him. Continuing on. The crack epidemic, the invasion and Westernization of Egypt, because again, um, Egypt is not our homeland, but we have a lot of Jake scattered throughout the whole planet Earth. And the Westernization is really Esau Edom. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Right here, education disparity and knowledge is power, but this devil continually teach you the same thing that you learned in the fifth grade. He don't teach you how to do taxes. He don't teach you about King David. The only thing he teach you about is the Revolutionary War, the French War, the Spanish American War. George Washington, he don't teach you nothing else, man. Continuing on, and right here it says modern day genocide, and Jake is going through a modern day genocide, physically, but especially spiritually, man. Because a lot of Jake, they don't know their heritage, they don't know where they come from, and ultimately they're going into the ways of the West instead of remembering the ways of the East, man. And that's how it be when you be in captivity. You kind of forget where you came from. But again, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Al Shah, the Lord left a remnant so we can remember. Matter of fact, go ahead and get this in the book here. Baruch 3, and I'm going to start at verse 8. It says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity. That's why these bad things are happening to the nation of Israel. You think guys like Umar Johnson have the answers? Jake scrambling, saying, why we can't never get on top? Why we can't never come together? Because we're in captivity, man. This kingdom wasn't built for us, but it was built by us. It says, well, thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments. You got to pay your bills according to the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power. So the things that we're going through is ultimately because Yahweh Shema Shai, he kept up the end of his deal, but we didn't. And that's why it says in the scriptures also, I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him. We know we sin against the Lord, and certain punishment and things that we go through is well deserved. But like it's written in the book of Zephaniah, let's get that. Zechariah 1 and verse 15. It says, I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped for the affliction. So guess what? The Lord sent Esau on us to serve out a punishment, a point of time for the lack of better words. But this devil, he actually fought the affliction. He took it over the top. This guy went overboard, like he always do with his wickedness, man. You know? He already gave Jack cocaine, and he was like, "Yeah, let's go ahead and mix it together, get the sciences, and we're going to give him crack." That's how much he hates you, man. That's why Yahweh Shema Shai said he's very sore displeased. And Esau, he's trying to hide, certain things in history. He tried to erase critical race theory. These guys just came over here to make a better life. You see how these Mexicans do it? They come over here to make up their life. The slaves did the same thing. Hell no, man. You have to be out of your mind to think the slaves actually came over here to get castrated, man. They came over here because they love getting castrated, they love getting whooped, and they love getting picking cotton. Esau wants you to think in that wicked ass mindset instead of seeing things as what they are, man. This is the book of Habakkuk 2, and I'm gonna start at verse 16. It says, "Thou art filled with shame for glory." Because the reason how you got on top, the reason why America was on top dog upon our planet Earth, because Israel was the one that was making the engine running, man. Just like back in the time of Egypt, how Egypt was great because of Joseph. Same thing with this modern day Egypt. This modern day Egypt is great because the nation of Israel is running this place, man. Even though we're not calling up laws and legislations, but if all Jake disappeared from America today, this place will fall, man. Continuing on though. It says, "Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered." Yes, because the Lord is uncovering your wickedness. Guys that was once heroes like Andrew Jackson and Christopher Columbus, everybody know that this guy is the devil now, man. And that's the spirit of the Lord calling you up on your tab. Just going back into that Revelations, that 18th chapter. The Lord have remembered your iniquities. That's the tab that you have, man, that must be paid for. And the read, we're going to get on how it's going to be paid for. Let's continue on though. It says, "The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shame for spewing shall be on thy glory." Yes, because you think America, the beautiful, the glory, the home of the free, the home of the brave. For lack of better words, it's not that place anymore, man. Everybody realize this is the place where blood is shed. This is the place that was stolen. And ultimately, this is the place where Esau is doing all his wickedness. And that's why the Lord is going to have to repay you double. You're not, we can't get repaid for slavery by getting a national holiday or getting a month. And the only way to repay for slavery is you have to go through slavery. You have to go through the same things that we went through, man. How we went through captivity. Now you got to go through captivity. Thus saith the Lord. That's righteousness. He also says that in the book of Exodus, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. He that leadeth in captivity shall go into captivity. So when that prophecy have been fulfilled, vocab, unless it's going to be fulfilled in the future. Let's get this in Deuteronomy 30 and verse 7. It says, "In the Lord, Yahweh Shall thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee." And to show you how Esau hate you so much, he actually feeds you crack cocaine. And even on the laws of Joe Biden now, you can get crack cocaine for free. They give you free needles, free heroin, just so you can destroy yourself, man. Because best believe that the Georgia Guidestones, that first thing on the list is that Depop. Best believe the first people on that Depop list is the nation of Israel, man. You know? But the Lord, He is not going to let these niggas consume us. Like it says, the Lord will not let the sons of Jacob be consumed, but the sons of Edom will be consumed, man. No matter what you do, no matter what plan you lay out, prophecy will still be fulfilled, man. And a part of prophecy is this devil getting righteous payback, you know? It's the book of this is the book of Numbers 35, jumping down to verse 33. It says, "So ye should not pollute the land it's like wherein ye are. But blood is defiled the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that sheddeth it." And this guy have been shedding blood across the whole planet Earth, especially over here in the West. That's how he got control over the West through bloodshed. So how he's gonna get out of control or out of power from the West? Blood must be shed, man. And that blood is going to be shed by those ICBM nuclear missiles, man. That's how the Lord is going to pay you guys back. You can't pay back slavery with an apology. No. It's going to be physical things that's going to be done upon the planet Earth so Esau can pay off his tab that he owed the Most High. You know? Let's get another one. This is the book of Deuteronomy 7. And I'm going to jump down. Yep. This is Deuteronomy 7. And then I'm going to start at verse 10. I'm going to jump down a little bit more. It says, "And repay of them that hate him to their face, to destroy them, He will not be slack to him that hateth him. So the Lord, he's not going to be slack when it comes down to judging Esau, man. Well, let's hold back now. Remember, our late whippers, they used to give us a piece of candy. Remember back, remember back in the day, we used to get a piece of cake after we get through playing the field. No, the Lord is going to have that judgment even worse. No mercy for those who have shown no mercy, man. Continuing on, it said he will repay him to his face, because in the kingdom of heaven, it's not going to be no question where the judgment come from. No, this judgment is actually going to come from on top to come down and take out these devils, man, and everybody who's following after him. Because at the end of the day, niggas who want to stay in captivity, guys who don't want Esau to, be put in chains, then guess what? You're going to get judged too. Trying to save the so-called white man instead of getting the vengeance of Yahweh Hashem Shah. So let's go ahead and go back to this Revelation 18 and end it off. This is the book of Revelation 18, jumping down to verse 5. It says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. Yes, Yahweh Hashem Shai. You remember all the wicked shit you did from the crack epidemic. And that was 10 things of billions, man. The chemtrails, the forever chemicals. It's not no coincidence that once you go into the hills, they on a different pipeline than us, for the lack of better words. Down here in the gully, you get tap water, but down up on the hills, they get filtered water, man. You don't think that's a strategic thing to cut you off from being a nation? Read this again. It says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. Reward her, even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, and the cup which she have filled, fill unto her double. So this is how the Lord is going to pay you guys back, man. By basically everything that you've done unto us, it must be done unto you, man. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. So yeah, I can just pray this video was edifying when they call her La Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Makakodash, Shalom, and traveling.